Hello and welcome to the Romance Seminar. I'm Jay Green. I'm today focused on emotional growth, and just to capture what I was talking about on the other videos. Really, how do you know you've grown physically? Well, if you eat enough food, women get bigger breasts, having a menstrual cycle, men will grow hair around their balls, hair under their arms, and get taller. And mentally, you know you've grown because you go through the process of getting diplomas and degrees and being able to be more knowledgeable about certain situations and circumstances than prior earlier in your life. But emotionally, how do you know you've grown? Well, I've been thinking about this for a while, and today I thought about it. And the sign of an adult is a person that lets go. Well, think about it. When you were, say, 5 years old, and you had an ice cream cone, and you dropped that ice cream cone, and you would feel horrible. You'll be mad. You'll cry. A lot of different emotions will come across you, but you'd be sour emotionally until you got another ice cream cone, because that's how it was. Go to a person in high school or elementary school. If a little girl's getting picked on by some people, or a little boy's being picked on by some people, those children will hold grudges for the rest of the day, the rest of the month, the rest of the school year. They will not let it go. So now, if you're older, if you drop an ice cream cone, what do? You don't cry, you don't get mad. You're like, oh damn, I dropped this ice cream cone and that sucks. And you pick up another ice cream cone and you go about doing something else. Point. There's a pattern here. What are you doing? But let me give you another example. You go through the process of you getting your hair pulled, or somebody at work bumps into you and drop your coffee. Your coffee doesn't weigh on you, but are you going to have a grudge against this person for the remainder of your life, the remainder of the day, the remainder of the week? Most likely not, as long as they buy you another cup of coffee. If they don't, you're still not going to hold a grudge. You might not talk to them anymore, but you may not hold a grudge and things of that nature, but you may be a little salty, but you'll get over it. Really, what is the difference between now and then? Let's go a little further. If you look at the situation between, if a mother has a daughter, and with that daughter, she tells the daughter, you know, your dad left me when I was pregnant with you, and men are dogs, and she's just going through this whole emotional turmoil, and she's just angry with men, and her daughter hears the anger and the pain. And as children, to digress real quick, children don't have their own emotions. They fear, like when a baby cries, every baby in the area is going to cry. When a toddler cries, every other toddler is going to cry, because they're just feeling that emotion, that whole sympathy, that empathy that they have for everybody around them. You just can't control it. And some people grow up having empathy to that level where they go watch a movie and they cry, things of that nature. But really what I'm getting at is that the mother passes her pain to the daughter. And the daughter really has no reason to be angry with men outside of that she's angry with the way her mother feels. So then she's carrying this pain that is really not her own. No one's done her wrong per se. You understand? Alright. The point is, if you look at the ice cream cone, the little girl getting pulled, or the little boy getting pushed in school, you look at the coffee, you look at anything, every emotion that you will have has an action that causes you to feel that way. Every emotion has a physical, something physically happens to make you feel that way. Every emotion. There's something physically going on in the world that makes you feel internally a certain way. So then, that's the first part. You got to get that. Every emotion has an action related to it. Something happened to make you feel happy or sad. Something had to happen. So then going back and re-examining that mother-daughter relationship, she doesn't really have, no one really did her wrong. She just took her mother's pain with her throughout life, and she never really trusts men. Why? Because of what her mother has put into her. So she doesn't have an action to kind of reverse. And going into that reverse, if you spilled some ice cream now, you dropped some ice cream now, the things that made you cry and steam and get mad and sour and salty earlier in life, why don't they make you get sad and salty now? Maybe it's because those actions, you know what to do next. If you drop an ice cream cone, you can be mad right at that moment, but you know you can go get another ice cream cone. You know that you can go to the store, get another, buy another popsicle, whatever. If you go through the process of saying, okay, well, look, if the person at work makes you spill your coffee, you know what to do to get another cup of coffee. You know what to do to get back up again, is the point. You know what's next. A lot of people can't move on because they don't know what's next. Now think about this. If you've had to have a girlfriend or a guy friend or any friends that have gone through trouble, they've always said, I don't know what to do now. I caught Johnny in bed with Jill, and I've caught these people doing these different things. I built so much, I put so much into this, I don't know what to do next.